Namaste everyone, I am Dr. Naveen Bhatta from Nepal. I am currently involved in leveraging the youth energy for sustainable contribution in family planning, Youth for Youth approach. After my return from ICFP 2016 Indonesia, I along with our Youth for Family Planning Y4FP team started the project Mr. Family Planning. We conducted a qualitative research on the perception of youth regarding their contribution in family planning as a start. Focus group discussions, in-depth interviews, and consultative meetings were conducted with community leaders, youth volunteers, mother groups, and teachers as the stakeholders. It was notable, even within a small community inside a village, the perception regarding family planning varied between individuals based on their faith, position in the household, and the social responsibility they hold in the community. After several consecutive meetings, we identified the youth peer educators from the youth within the village and provided orientation on adolescent SRS and available services. Then we formed 7 youth-friendly circles comprising 10 to 15 people each in order to conduct orientation to more youth. These groups conducted awareness campaigns for family planning. Through this group, pamphlets for both male and female youths regarding SRS and family planning were distributed. This was our first step through which we leaped ahead. The issue of use of family planning exists simultaneously while the country still struggles with the problem of teenage pregnancy. These youth groups formed were a way of delivering messages to identify the gaps between the health services and the youth needs in one way. In another way, these groups are a rich source for learning about the youth dynamics of the same villages. In medical schools, we study about these burning problems. However, the involvement with these groups we actually understand when we read. Meanwhile, I got a chance to work as the council member for the US Embassy Youth Council Nepal, through which we conducted various projects voluntarily. This further motivated me that if we are given the right platform to work, then we can interestingly do activities with our own choice. I have seen many student groups in our medical schools doing different programs in collaboration with various other community organizations with their self-initiation. The youth are self-motivated to conduct these social works and community services for minimal or even no financial support at all. This brought me to the thinking, can this youth energy be leveraged to contribute to the improving adolescent and youth sexual and reproductive health? What I like to highlight is a youth for youth. A small step but with a promising outcome which will be self-sustainable. We had started with finger to fist approach, where first finger stands for leadership, second finger trust among youth, third finger working in groups, fourth finger policy advocacy, and the fifth finger for Nepal-wide youth movement in 21st century. At first, we took the leadership and developed a youth circle who would trust our leadership and the activities we conduct. We started working in groups, raised our local issues that are indeed the national issues. The 5 fingers to fist concept has sown the seeds, and we hope to build youth networks in all regions of Nepal. As this is a win-win kind of project which utilizes the existing youth energy dedication in the groups, whereby youth have a targeted task, and success of the program directly impacts the same population they belong to. We are confident that this will work. Using the 5 fingers, we have already made a fist, and now we are on a journey to strengthen that fist using 5 more fingers from another hand, where first finger stands for me, for myself, second finger my locality, my loyalty, third finger for larger the collaboration, larger the outcome, fourth finger for we, for the nation, and the fifth finger beyond the nation and beyond the boundaries. I still remember my neighbor aunt who is 50 years old and is taking care of her 7th child, which is 5 years old. And I can also feel the difficulty her husband is bearing to earn their livelihood. 2 hours before I started making this video, I witnessed the death of a 16-year-old girl in a nearby hospital who could not deliver her first child. Despite the situation, we are positive, just like the song goes, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. Our journey has already started and taken a shape, and now we are on a passage to broaden it. Let our lives make our life better, because every life counts.